Apurva, after Balasore incident of the train tragedy in the month of June, many expected that with such a massive tragedy that had taken place, perhaps lessons will be learned. And yet we are, whether it's manual, technical or any other error, it shouldn't have happened at all with the loss of life that we are being reported. How is this being now taken up, pursued by the state and the central authorities? And what is being done to ensure the track is also cleared in time so the movement can continue?
Pooja, definitely, because, we've seen how tragic of an incident Balasore was. We saw several hundreds who had been, unfortunately lost their lives in that tragic accident. And yet again, we're seeing what railway officials say this likely to be a manual error that was there, that has taken place, a signal overstepping by the guard. That's what we're getting to know from railway officials as well. I remember this was even as one of these passenger trains was standing guard at the station, and it was standing stationary when the second train had also collided with this. 3 bogies have been affected so far in this train accident, and over 50 injured. That's what we're getting to know. What government officials are saying is that they are going to be looking into a much thorough investigation that will be taking place. Railway officials, authorities have also responded saying that an inquiry is also set in place. Remember, in Balasore, we'd also seen a similar kind of inquiry that was taking place. Guards and several other railway authorities who were part of these both trains in Balasore were also called for an interrogation and inquiry, and I'm guessing this is going to be the similar fashion in which this inquiry is also going to be conducted. But interestingly enough, this is not going to be the second such incident that took place. In fact, this is a third incident, if I'm correct, that is taking place in a span of the last couple of months. We've seen Balasore, yet another incident had taken place just a couple of weeks back, and now we're seeing this third incident to have taken place. Several leaders from opposition parties have also called out, the railway ministry, demanding why this kind of accidents are taking place. In fact, we've seen Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin also, pulling up the railway ministry and demanding why these kind of negligence have been taking place, and if this can be avoided at any cost, be it manual error or technical glitch that had happened.
Keep tracking on this, Apurva, because Apurva Jayachandran will be updating us on what is the site and the passenger situation, and much more importantly, what led to possibly, as the inquiry is also heading on, terrible loss of life, 13 people dead, many injured. Thank you so much, Apurva, for that. Now, let me explain to you what possibly has happened in this case as the reports that are surfacing for now. Now, in Visakhapatnam, we were told that one of the Palasa train was switching track, which means switching from the main track to the side track. When this happens, there are usually a certain signal that's given because there's clearly either a train ahead or following them or on the side, because there are multiple tracks there for the railways. Now, here's what happened in this case. The Rayagada train was already on the main track. That means a signal and a sign had to be given to them. According to the information that has come in and that is surfacing with regard to multiple coaches derailed after the impact. So there was a train already on the main track. One was making a shift, they collide, and that is when the derailment happens. Now the train was moving from the main track to the side track, like I was telling you. So this, when collision happened, led to the immediate loss of life, and now that toll has increased to about 13. Now, whether this was a human error, whether this was a technical error, information for now is about whether there was an overshooting of the signal. But remember, these are preliminary information. It's a developing story, and we'll be tracking the latest. More on that.